Hey, Paul and Leslie, wanted to give you a quick rundown on what I've discovered with this master bedroom casement window, which wasn't working properly, latching and closing properly. First issue of three was that there's some weather stripping on this outer edge here that was sort of folded in on itself and keeping the window from closing properly, sort of binding up the works there, kind of like a shim, holding it in the open position. I've managed to get that folded back out through a variety of things, possibly temporarily, but such that allow it to not bind up anymore. Issue number two, which I think was causing that to occur, is that this window is sitting slightly out of kilter, not quite plumb. I don't know if that's because the frame was installed out of plumb, or if perhaps the hardware that exists top and bottom in these corners is maybe bad in some way, and it's allowing it to sit out of kilter. We need to talk to a genuine window expert to sort of look into that. But that basically was sitting there, so it's out of kilter, causing this to gum up on itself and fold over and then not close properly. Bringing us to issue number three, which was this latch, which was broken. You can see here that this thing sort of swings freely now without the latch in place because there's hardware in there has broken in itself. So I took that off. I used a window suction cup handle to sort of pull the whole thing shut and get it into place. And then I used a long handled screwdriver to pop the latch up in this. So this window is permanently shut. You can open it with a screwdriver, but that is its condition right now. If you want, I can replace this latch. I don't know if you want to do that though, because as soon as you open it, you're going to have the same issue. If you don't have that window cup or suction cup window handle that I have, that glass lifter, to get this thing forced close, this is going to happen again, because obviously it partially closes and you're trying to wrench it shut with that latch, and it's just going to break in time. So probably best course of action for this window, if you're not going to have somebody come look at the plumbness and the hardware and all that jazz, is to just leave this thing permanently shut and say non-operable. This is a great way to do it. It doesn't look great per se because you got this hole here, but again, I could replace that latch. I mean, maybe a piece of tape on there that says do not use. I don't know if that looks any better or not, but those are sort of the issues at play. I think this is like a $25, $35 part. I can find those online and pop it in, no big deal, and then force it shut again. Tenants are just going to be instructed. You have the exact same issue going on in one of the casement windows. The right casement window in that middle bedroom has the exact same thing going on there. Weather stripping folding on itself. In that particular case, you don't have this third issue with the broken latch, but I was able to get that one closed and latched, again, using the suction cup window handle, glass handle. But as soon as somebody unlatches that and opens it, you're going to have the same issue going on again, so where they will not be able to close it and latch it. So that's what's going on here. Those are my thoughts. If we want to make the other one permanent, we could in theory take this handle off of the other window as well, and it would permanently be non-openable, and you wouldn't have that problem cropping up again. So let me know your thoughts on all this, and I will proceed accordingly. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and leave this latch here on the windowsill.